Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Dragon Warrior 1 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Last episode, Chicken ventured into the Dragonlord's castle and he found Erdrick's sword. Now it's time for him to venture back into the castle to try to find the Dragonlord and defeat him and basically save all of Alefgard. So, I leveled up to level 20, which is the recommended level to beat the game at. Basically, to beat the game, you basically, unless you get really, really lucky, you have to get the Heal More spell at level 17. The tool-assisted speedrun, where like you can manipulate everything, they actually like put the Dragonlord to sleep, which is has like a 93.75% chance, I think, to fail. But since they can manipulate things and get everything to work perfectly for them, they beat it, I think, at level 7. Just pretty crazy, but for the average person, you're going to basically need to be at least level 17 to get the Heal More spell, and even then, it's still a little bit luck-based. So, I'm just going with what the, the card that comes with the game, what says to go to level 20, and we're off to fight the Dragonlord. So, we ventured pretty deep into the Dragonlord's castle. We still have 3 more floors to go in the castle. And there's 2 new enemies we need to find in the castle as well. So, before we head off on our adventure, we wanted to make sure that we have at least a torch and 6 herbs. You want those because you don't want to use any of your spell points for heals or radiant. Just use your torch, and then herbs if you need to heal up between battles. You take too much damage. Most of the battles I'm going to be running from because it's not like we're going to be able to gain a level going through the Dragonlord's castle, and it will just take more damage than we need, so... Alright, I'm going to stop by this guy real quick here because I said a long time ago his dialogue changes, and it changes when you get Erdrick's swords. Finally, thou hast obtained a chicken. Because he basically says, remember that, we're going to need stronger weapons. You'll need a stronger weapon to, defeat the Dragonlord. When you finally get Erdrick's sword, there's his dialogue changes, so... As I took that little side trip to Cole there. So... We used Repel and... just to save you in just 2 magic points, I used Repel, and then talked with that guy to refill my spell points. I have 2 torches, because I didn't use one one time I was going through here, so I can use one right now, and then I have another one left for the Dragonlord's castle. Now we don't have to rely on the bump method to get through this little cave. Alright, let's get out of here and head to the west, to cross the Rainbow Bridge one more time. So, but, like I said, for the most part, the initial part of the Dragon's Quest castle is going to look the same until that one point on floor 5 where we turned around and started going back up floors to get Erdrick's sword. This time we're going to, there's a stairway that goes down, and we're going to take that stairway, and that'll take us to the final 3 floors. Luckily, the final floor, where the Dragonlord is at, it's lit up, so you don't have to, like, kind of navigate your way around in the dark. Yeah, we'll have a torch for the first part, but the first part is, most of the passages are very narrow. The final floor of the Dragonlord's castle really opens up. So it's nice that it's all light down there. So the first few tiles here until you step into the mountains are basically the enemies around the Moldar. So they're not too tough. So I'm just hitting them because it usually takes 1 shot to defeat them anyway. So I won't save really any time by running away. But once I start getting down into the mountain areas, we're running into the enemies around like Cantlin and Hawksness, and then I'll just start running away. And I'll basically be running from everything except for the new enemies in the in Charlotte Castle, the Dragonlord's castle. So I think it's really, really mean that for the most part, heading toward the Dragonlord's castle, you have all these areas that have really high encounter rates. Hills are the highest. deserts and swamps are right behind that, so you just have that one small little area of plains where you have low encounter rates. But like I said, we'll be running from most of the stuff here. So I don't know why I didn't run from those first few people, monsters. But it's random when, like, you know, enemies attack you, but it always seems that, like, if you run away, that it seems like the encounter rate increases. That's just you know, me being superstitious. That's not how it works, but I like to think that you know, as you're beating down the monsters, their buddies see them and be like, yeah, I'm not gonna take on that guy, you know, because there comes a little point here where I start getting into encounters like every step, you know, like the wheel for tax. That's terrible, especially for one enemy, the final dragon, the red dragon. Those guys, this is my second run through of Charlotte Castle, because the first time I ended up being defeated on the final floor. There's the evil red dragons, and they can cast the sleep spell, and pretty much if they attack you before you're ready, and they cast the sleep spell, it's almost, you know, guaranteed game over. Even if you attack them first, they don't surprise you. Stopspell has a very low chance of, well, a little less than 50% chance to fail. It has a 43.75% chance to fail. They're pretty much immune to sleep, 93.75%, same to hurt. Luckily they can't really dodge all that well, 3.125% chance to dodge. So, yeah, spells ain't gonna be too useful on these two new enemies. The only spell that's going to be useful is the Hurtmore spell, and that'll only be useful against the final knight type enemy, the armored knight. I mentioned in the last episode, you want to get to level 19 so you can get that spell when you fight the armored knights. Just because of the way the armored knight's AI is. But we'll talk more about that when we get to it, so. Just running away from all these enemies, so. Down again. Going straight down this time. So, and speaking of straight down, my controller there is a little sensitive. I pressed the button down, it went down too much, and then I tried to go back up and it went up too much, so. Sometimes if you see my little character kind of pausing for a little bit, it's because I'm kind of just tapping the controller. Because if I just hold it down, sometimes I take an extra step or two, and every extra step you take can lead into another potential battle. So now these battles ain't too bad right here. You know, it seems pretty easy to run, but when we get down to the final floor and you start running into those red dragons, that's when it's really painful. So you're just hoping. When I was going through, I was like, please, I only want to fight one red dragon, so I can, you know, beat it, show it off entirely, and then hopefully never run into another one again. I got lucky in that sense, but I got very unlucky in my running away from stone golems, the stone men. So here on the 6th floor, from here we can start running into stone men, armored knights, red dragons, and wizards. So just want to try to avoid them as much as possible. So wizards being the least threatening. They do have that Hurtmore spell, but you know, Erdrick's armor reduces that Hurtmore spell by 1/3. Hurtmore can do between 30 and 45 damage to you. So, but that's without the thing. So 20 to 30. So the Armored Knight has 25% chance to cast the Hurtmore spell on you. If he has less than 1/4 of his max hit points, he has a 75% chance to cast Heal More. So the way I always take him out is I basically hit him once, and that puts him at about, you know, 67% of his hit points, and then you cast a Hurtmore spell on him, and that'll finish him off. So you don't have to worry about casting Stopspell to prevent him from casting the Heal More. So Like I said, Stopspell has a 43.75% chance to fail on him, so you know, it's almost a little better odds than flipping a coin that it's gonna stick. So you can see I got some bad run luck there from the stone men. You get another cursed belt. I wonder if they meant to have at least like the cursed necklace in one of these chests instead, because cursed necklace you can only get like through luck, basically getting the right 1 in 32 chance in the mountain cave, where there's 2 cursed belt automatic pickups. I used one of my herbs there because I knew I was going to get an herb in that chest in the upper left, and I get my magic key to replace the one that I lost opening this door. So, and I got some more bad luck with the stone man. But like I said, they have so many hit points that it's, you know, it's better to just run away from them. So we're on the last floor here because we saw the Dragonlord. There we see him again over there, sitting on his throne. So feel free to, you know, use your herbs up. So I played a little dangerously here. Basically, if you get below 100 hit points, you should probably use one of your herbs. Because like I said, those red dragons, if they ambush you, you're in for some trouble. So you just head on the outside here. I like over here at where the castle's like kind of in ruin, I guess. You like walk through like you know, normal tiles. There's like a little beach and water tiles. So some swamps. A little bit of a change. So here's the dreaded red dragon. The red dragon has a 25% chance to cast the sleep spell on you. So you want to get that Stopspell up, even though, like I said, there's a 43.75% chance that it misses. You still want to get it up because you don't want to gamble against this guy and hope that he doesn't cast sleep. Because it always seems if he does cast sleep, you don't wake up. Now, you can't stay asleep for more than 6 turns, the way that the game is coded, but you won't be able to survive 6 turns against him. You would hope if you do, though, that he breathes fire, because fire takes a little less damage. Breathing fire can do between 6 and 25 damage. There's actually 2 breathing fire attacks, but the Dragonlord is the one that has the more fierce fire attack. And that one can do between 65 and 72 damage before the 1/3 cuts in from Erdrick's armor. So, well, this is where we'll leave on this episode. Take care, have a good one. Come back to see us take on the Dragonlord next episode. Bye.